Hello everyone, my name is Relax and Panic and this is another reaction to Death Note. It is episode 7 and you know what to do. As always, if you want to see the reaction, just go down into my descriptions, follow the links, replace the parentheses dot parts with real dots and enjoy. Once you've done, feel free to come back here and hear my thoughts about this episode, so see you soon. For those that came back, welcome back. Now, as you may have realized by the fact that I was pretty silent at the end of the episode, this last minute or so really got me. I mean, it was a strong scene. It was a tough one. It was mean and cruel beyond normal things. And it is not about any physical aspects, about doing, you know, that Kira is doing something visibly on the first view, but it is a mental thing. He is just being incredibly mean, cruel, and he enjoys it. And I really, if you know what I mean, I really dislike that. Not in the meaning of the series, I like it because the series plays on that, it's okay. But I really dislike this in his character because it is so, it makes him so negative, right? I will go through that, right? However, first things first, the big question was, how will he do it? How will he get rid of her? And in the end, the idea of suicide, so he tested that before, with the additional comment that she is making sure her body is not found. Or he reads in the body is never found. I'm not sure if it is working like that, because that would mean he influences the whole world. Because if did he write that she will make it sure? Then it depends on her abilities. Or does he write down the body is never found in general? Then he would influence like everyone, because no, you know, like fate would make that it is never found, which is way stronger in my opinion. However, it's a clever thing by, if it works, she's not found, no one will realize very soon that she's gone missing. But, and I discussed it the last time, there will be a moment somewhere in the future when someone related or friends or whatever is saying, hey, there is, the fiance of Rain Penba is missing. She was walking around for some more days, we've seen her, and then she just went away. And then we are back at the same moment. Who was with her the last time? It's him. It might even be that the police officer in the police department wrote down that she was there and wanted to talk to someone from the investigation, and will later on comment back on, as except maybe not L, but on the police chief, that there was this woman, and he tries to get back. So it is not as super nicely solved as Kira would like it. I reflected on that in the last discussion already, and I think there might be a clue for L in there. The question is if or if not the series goes on that, and I think we will see it the next time possibly. So once he wrote down this suicide idea the first time, it didn't work because she showed him an allies. So she was already pretty clever when it came to that. He just won her over later on. The other storyline about L and Vatari, who looks a lot like Alfred from Batman, right? It's a typical kind of character from the outer appearance. And giving out stuff like these tracking belts and fake IDs. Okay, it's okay, but at the moment not really this important and interesting to me, because the main thing was about those two characters in the picture here. And I am not sure. It felt a bit too much in many ways, and if you see how clever she sometimes is, and as Ryuken mentioned, she is sharp, how sharp she can be, she then gets lured in a bit too much, a bit too easy. And I think there were many moments in this talk between the two and him walking with her where it felt too much. He's pressing too much. He's following her too much. And I really waited for a moment from her where she's like, wait a second, this is too much, right? the coincidence of meeting him. He's a son of the chief who is in the investigation. Okay, that might be. Then when she turns away towards the police again to go back there, he's following her, although he has no reason to, right? She even stated that. He still follows. Then he states, okay, I'm part of the police force working under L. It's like, okay. Then he's like, oh, and I will make sure you meet him. You will be part of it. It's too much. But it seems he read her properly, so he emphasized properly there. He got her motives and how he get to her. But if so, then he was just very, very lucky. I'm sorry, this was not much of his ability here. Sure, he's a good talker, but he just had a lot of luck in this episode. Because I think other characters or more careful characters would have sensed something. He just wanted to be so much on her good side that it just felt wrong. And then he asks for her ID, and he has no proof for anything he said, right? No proof. He just sugarcoated everything and stated stuff, and she just believed it. And she gave her ID. So, I don't know, man. It just feels wrong somehow. I'm just checking for a scene if I can see. There it is. I want to have a look at the ID if there's a picture on it. Yeah, damn it. There is a picture on it. I really kind of hope that there would be like a second moment where she is clever enough to give another fake ID, right? Seems like not. Which brings me to this scene. So, apart from the fact that Ryuk tried to press his deal again, sure he did, this scene was gruesome, cruel, mean, depressing in many ways, because you could see the face change in her, that her eyes went dead, she just went away. They made this picture with the hanging man there, right? So that she's walking towards her death, which is just sad. And then on top of that, cherry on top, he is saying to her, because I'm Kira. You just needed like the evil maniac laugh additionally, but he is not maniac. Because if someone is a maniac and doing it due to that, you would be like, okay, he's just crazy, he's sick. It's still not good, but, it's due to his sickness. But Kira is doing it because he enjoys it now. And he wants to be there. He even was like, I want to see her die. I want to see how she's doing it. He is so deep in that. Deepest fires of hell would not do justice to him, I think. And then she even tests like, hey, my father's on the phone. And, it's this mix. Sure, he's doing it to test if something will break her out. But he's more like mocking her there. And that is just wrong. I mean, I had a very minor, but still part of sympathy for Kira, and due to his cleverness and how he sets up everything. But that is clearly gone after that, because that was just mean and cruel, and it's kind of sad, right? Because it's a weird thing now. Now this series finally, I think during the last episodes for sure as well, but now finally turned to this weird change of perspective. Because we started off watching Light all the time. He's the main character, right? Normally in a series, you have a main character who you vote for, who you root for, right? So the good guy in general. There are some series like Overlord where this is a bit weird and mixed, yeah, where this guy you follow is going onto a dark path more and more. But in this series, we are clearly following the one that is the criminal. We are following the one that is the mean one. And he's not the nice criminal. He's not Robin Hood. He would like to be, but he clearly is not. He's a mass murderer, and he's enjoying it. And now he starts enjoying kind of torturing people, right? Mentally, but still. And that's a weird perspective to be on. It will be interesting to see how this is developing further. As I said, a good episode. Makes my heart ache a little bit because I always love sugar-coated endings, and I'm the guy who loves the Goodfellas, but it is really well done. Depressing and looming and dark right now, and we will see where this is going. So that's it from me this time. I hope you liked it as well, and I will see you the next time. Until then, feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. My name is Relax and Panic. Goodbye and out.